So today's question is, where do you get inspiration for new designs? So first of all, I look at current trends. I look at street fashion, what people are wearing, what you find in the shops, what I actually want to wear as well. And the reason why I take some time to do that is because the knitted wardrobe has to blend with all the other pieces that you buy from shops, like the shirts, the pants, skirts or dresses, and everything else that you are going to be wearing with your knitted pieces. So that's why I look at current trends and fashion trends to see what people are actually wearing and what knitwear would actually work well and blend with the rest of the wardrobe. So that's very important for me to see the current trends. For instance, currently we've got a more casual trend and drop shoulders and relaxed feet, and this trend has been around, I think, for a while, but it's still continuing, and every winter you see such pieces coming up. So that's what I'm also drawn to at the moment, because that's what blends with my wardrobe as well. So, and there was a time, I think, when I started out on Ravelry, where most of the patterns were satin sleeves, fitted, with waist shaping, but you don't see that so often even in the shops. So the current trends and the fashion trends that are happening out there really have an influence on what I get to design at any given point. And then the second way I get inspiration are Stitch dictionaries. So I do work with Stitch dictionaries a lot, and I think as a designer you need quite a number of them. So because sometimes I just go through the Stitch dictionaries looking for inspiration, and if I like a certain stitch pattern, I start thinking about, where can I fit this, what can I use it for, is it ideal for socks, for garments, for shawls, whatever the case might be. So I use Stitch dictionaries quite a bit. And then the last form of inspiration, and this is very rare for me, is the yarn itself. So I've heard a lot about other designers that say they just get the yarn and it gives them ideas of what it wants to become and what they want to work on with that particular yarn. For me, that's very rare to get an idea based on the yarn. Mostly I get ideas and then I think of the best yarn to use for that particular idea. So there have been a few exceptions, and I did a video on my Wontle cardigan. The video is already on YouTube, and I was talking about how I went about designing that cardigan, and it's one of the rare pieces where I started off with the yarn and went on to decide what I want to design with it. But for the most part, I'm really inspired by the yarn, or even though it does happen every once in a while. So those are all the factors that do have an influence on what I get to design. Thank you so much for watching.